Saint Stephen is recognized as the first Christian martyr, a pivotal figure in the early Christian Church. His story is primarily documented in the Acts of the Apostles in the New Testament. Stephen was a Hellenistic Jew, meaning he was part of the Jewish diaspora and spoke Greek. His cultural background positioned him uniquely within the early Christian community, allowing him to bridge gaps between different groups. Stephen was selected as one of the 7 deacons appointed by the apostles to assist in the equitable distribution of food and aid to widows and the needy, ensuring that the apostles could focus on prayer and ministry. His role was not merely administrative. Stephen was known for his deep faith, wisdom, and the performance of great wonders and signs among the people. Stephen's eloquence and theological insights made him a prominent preacher. He engaged in debates with members of various synagogues, including the Synagogue of the Freedmen. His opponents, unable to counter his arguments, resorted to false accusations, claiming he spoke blasphemous words against Moses and God. These charges led to his arrest and trial before the Sanhedrin, the Jewish ruling council. During his trial, Stephen delivered a powerful speech recounting the history of Israel and highlighting the people's consistent resistance to God's messengers. He accused the Sanhedrin of betraying and murdering the Righteous One, referring to Jesus Christ. His words enraged the council members. As the tension escalated, Stephen looked up and declared that he saw the heavens open and Jesus standing at the right hand of God. This proclamation further infuriated the crowd. They dragged him out of the city and stoned him to death. As he was dying, Stephen prayed for his executioners, saying, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them," embodying the forgiveness taught by Jesus. Stephen's martyrdom had a profound impact on the early Christian community. His death marked the beginning of widespread persecution against Christians in Jerusalem, leading to the dispersion of believers and the spread of Christianity beyond the city. His example of unwavering faith and forgiveness in the face of death has inspired countless believers throughout history. Stephen William Hawking was born on January 8, 1942, in Oxford, England. His parents, Frank and Isobel Hawking, were both academically inclined, fostering an environment that valued education and intellectual pursuits. Stephen showed an early interest in science and the sky, often constructing rudimentary computers and models. He attended University College, Oxford, where he studied physics. Despite initial challenges, he graduated with first-class honors. He then pursued graduate studies at Trinity Hall, Cambridge, focusing on cosmology under the supervision of Dennis Sciama. At the age of 21, Hawking was diagnosed with a myotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease. Doctors gave him a prognosis of 2 years to live. The diagnosis was devastating, leading to a period of depression. However, the progression of the disease was slower than expected, and Hawking found renewed purpose in his research and personal life, including his marriage to Jane Wilde. Despite his physical limitations, Hawking made groundbreaking contributions to theoretical physics. Collaborating with Roger Penrose, Hawking applied the mathematics of black holes to the entire universe, proposing that the universe began as a singularity. He theorized that black holes emit radiation due to quantum effects near the event horizon, leading to the possibility that black holes could eventually evaporate. Alongside James Hartle, Hawking proposed that the universe is finite but without boundaries, challenging traditional notions of the universe's origin. In 1988, Hawking published A Brief History of Time, aiming to explain complex cosmological concepts to a general audience. The book became a bestseller, bringing him international fame. He continued to write and lecture, often using a speech-generating device due to his condition. Stephen Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018, leaving behind a legacy of scientific achievement and inspiration. His life demonstrated the power of the human spirit and intellect, showing that physical limitations need not hinder one's contributions to humanity. Stephen Edwin King was born on September 21, 1947, in Portland, Maine. After his father abandoned the family, King was raised by his mother, Nellie Ruth, under challenging financial circumstances. He developed a passion for storytelling early on, writing short stories and submitting them to magazines. King attended the University of Maine, where he wrote for the school newspaper and met his future wife, Tabitha Spruce. He graduated with a degree in English and initially worked as a teacher while pursuing his writing career. King's breakthrough came with the novel Carrie, published in 1974. The story of a telekinetic teenage girl facing bullying and abuse resonated with readers, leading to a successful film adaptation. The success of Carrie allowed King to write full-time. Over the decades, King has authored numerous bestsellers, including The Shining, a psychological horror novel exploring isolation and madness, It, a tale of childhood fears and an ancient evil in a small-town misery, a suspenseful story about a writer held captive by an obsessed fan, and the Dark Tower series, a blend of fantasy, horror, and Western genres. King has been candid about his struggles with substance abuse during the early years of his success. With the support of his family, he sought help and has maintained sobriety since the late 1980s. In 1999, King was struck by a van while walking, sustaining serious injuries. His recovery was arduous, but he continued to write, publishing On Writing, a memoir of the craft, which combines personal anecdotes with writing advice. Stephen King's influence on literature and popular culture is immense. His works have been adapted into numerous films and television series, and he has received various awards, including the National Medal of Arts. King's storytelling prowess and exploration of human fears have cemented his place as a master of modern horror and suspense. These narratives provide an in-depth look at the lives of three individuals named Stephen, each leaving an indelible mark in their respective fields. Their stories continue to inspire and influence generations across the globe.